Today's video is brought to you by Paperlike, which makes writing and drawing on your iPad Pro feel more like real paper. Hey, it's Chris, and today's episode of Unbelievably Useful is gonna be a little bit different than you might be used to. Instead of rattling off a bunch of my favorite tips, I'm instead gonna be talking about some really great accessories, but I'm really excited for this one. Let me just point something out right off the bat. I feel like this is not a list of obvious things. I've seen several articles recommending iPad accessories, and it's always like the Apple Pencil, or the official Apple keyboard, or AirPods. Like, really? This is not that. There's no cables, there's no skins, there's no official Apple accessories. Instead, this is really a list of items that I think would be useful to a new iPad Pro user, or even to somebody who's had one but is just looking for some great accessories, especially someone who wants to get the most out of this device, or someone who wants to make a run at making this their one and only computer. Really, truly useful stuff. I want to kick off this list with something that was literally just announced like a couple of days ago, and I've actually been holding off on making this particular video, waiting for this and one other item to pop up. It's the Bridge keyboard for the brand new iPad Pros. This literally just became available for pre-order like the other day, and I think already by the time I recorded this, the first 1,000 were already gone, which means even if you ordered it immediately, which you should if it interests you, it's gonna be like April or May before it actually gets delivered. So basically, order as soon as possible. If you're new to these Bridge keyboards, the obviously cool thing is that they make your iPad Pro look kind of like a MacBook, and it's a really cool effect. Just so you know, I reached out to Bridge asking for a review unit because I'm trying to get my hands on one so I can test it and tell you guys about it, because I've gotten a million requests from you guys since the last iPad Pro keyboards video that I made, which has been a couple of years ago, to update that list. So I'm doing my best. Aside from the looks, you get a backlit keyboard, which is one obvious omission from Apple's official keyboard, and it even has 3 different brightness levels. It's a full keyboard, and it also comes with some dedicated iOS buttons, which is great. I actually like Apple's official keyboard case pretty well. I do a lot of typing on it. In fact, almost every script for every video is written on my iPad Pro on that keyboard case. But if I was gonna get a different one, I would probably go for this one, or maybe one by Zag. And I'll make sure to link up a couple of other options down in the description that I think would be good options, just so you have more stuff to choose from. The next item that I want to draw your attention to is the Hyperdrive, which is the world's first dedicated USB-C hub for this iPad Pro. This is another brand new accessory that you can pre-order right now on Kickstarter if you want to be one of the first to grab one. So yeah, the timing of this video for the first 2 items is absolutely perfect. Now, there are a lot of USB-C hubs out there, but this is the first one that was specifically designed to work with this generation of iPad Pro. So it's not just a Mac hub that you also happen to be able to use with this iPad Pro. I love that you can get a color that matches your Pro, either space gray or silver, and there's a removable and replaceable translucent C-shaped grip made of soft material that holds the hub in place without damaging the surface of your iPad. All right, we're talking about tailor-made here. So you get a lot of additional ports here, 6 actually. A 4K HDMI, a 3.5mm audio jack, an SD, a micro SD, USB-A 3.0, and a USB-C with power delivery, which means you can keep charging your iPad Pro while you're using this hub. The idea of an iPad Pro acting as a laptop replacement rather than just an alternative really centers around the iOS experience, the software side, which is iOS 12 right now, and some people really love it, and some people really don't. Either way, I think we're all looking forward to iOS 13. I just made a video about that. I'll link it up down below. But expanding your I/O is definitely a piece of that puzzle, and I think that this could be a great way to go. One thing I've talked about here on the channel before is having a fast charger for your iPad Pro, because unfortunately it doesn't ship with one. But if you're someone who uses your iPad all day long, this can feel like a major upgrade. Like for me, if I take it out and use it on battery power only for several hours, I can typically get it down to like 35% power before I get it back to my desk. So the ability to recharge it quickly and turn around and use it for something else is not just nice, it's actually crucial on certain days. The one that I've been using is from Anker. It's the PowerPort 2, and for the actual active charging, I like it just fine. I like the way it looks, I like the light on there, I like the extra port options. I will say that using this while I'm using the Apple Pencil does seem to introduce some sort of Apple Pencil bug or something that kind of wigs it out a little bit. So if you're somebody who's going to charge and use the Apple Pencil at the same time, I might steer you in a different direction. If you're just gonna fast charge this while doing something else, then this is a great option that's really highly rated on Amazon. What I'm gonna do though is link up several options that look like good options to me down in the description to at least give you some sort of alternative that's Chris approved. Point being, I don't really care which fast charger you get, but you should get yourself a fast charger. If you're planning on doing anything creative at all, whether it's photography or video editing or lots of artwork, then I definitely, absolutely, positively recommend getting some sort of external wireless storage to help you out, because you still can't use an external USB-C drive for storage. My top choice, personally, would be the Narbox 2.0. Again, this item is so new that it's in the pre-order stage, but wow, it's a creative person's dream. It's super portable, it's super rugged, it's got a screen so you can see what you're doing, it's got one button backup, and it can basically save you a lot of time in your creative workflow. What I really love about this for the iPad Pro is that it integrates with the native Files app as well as with Adobe Lightroom CC for serious photo editing and LumaFusion for serious video editing. Something that I don't love though is the price. It's seriously expensive because it's an SSD, and because it's an SSD, you can only go up to 1 terabyte of storage capacity at the top end. Those are the two downfalls, but if you're a serious creative, then this is a serious tool for the job. If you want to spend less money though, or if you just want an alternative, you can look at the previous generation of Narbox, which I'll also link up down below, or you can check out a wireless alternative from Western Digital, which I'll also stick down in the links. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but you should definitely know, if you're going to buy this new iPad Pro, it shows a lot of fingerprints when the screen is off. So you're definitely going to want some sort of cleaner if that's the kind of thing that's going to bug you. You're going to want to make sure that it's safe for your iPad. It's not going to hurt the oleophobic coating or anything like that. And I'll just link up a few different options that I think look good down in the description, including what I use. Something I've really been enjoying recently is the Compass Pro for iPad from 12 South. It's a brilliantly designed folding stand with 3 different angles for hands-free use. I really love that this thing folds up because a lot of iPad stands take up an actually decent amount of space on your desk. This, on the other hand, is great for stashing in a backpack or for travel. You can just put it away whenever you don't want to use it, so it's really convenient. Also, the second that you hold it in your hand, you can just tell that it's really high quality. I mean, you can buy some cheap iPad stands, there's no doubt about that, but wherever possible, I like to use more premium accessories that match the premium feel of my own device, and this is definitely that. So if you're an artist, this can be used at a lower angle, which is perfect for drawing. Because, you know, the old official iPad Pro keyboard used to have an angle like this built in, but the new iPad keyboard doesn't. So in that way, this is pretty useful as an alternative or replacement. So you can tell this thing is pretty flexible, and that's cool because if you use either a big and a chunky case or a small and thin case, it's probably gonna fit, and it also fits both iPad models, the 11 and the 12.9 inch. By the way, 12 South makes a huge variety of really great accessories for Apple products. In fact, only for Apple products. I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here, but this is a little off topic. I've been testing out a few other 12 South accessories, and I might as well tell you about those really quick too. The Power Pick is a really awesome wireless charger / picture frame all in one, which is definitely cool. The AirFly lets you listen to your AirPods in places that it was impossible before, like at the gym or on the airplane, because it connects through a headphone jack and turns non-wireless audio sources wireless. Last off-topic thing, I've also been using the journal cover for the MacBook Pro, which has a really unique feel and look. And that's just barely scratching the surface of all the great stuff that 12 South actually has to offer. So this is not sponsored, but you should definitely head over to the website and check out what they got. So if you're looking for a new iPad Pro, then check out today's sponsor, Paperlike, which is an accessory that makes it feel and sound like you're writing on real paper when you're using an Apple Pencil. Paperlike actually gives you more control when you're writing or drawing thanks to the paper-like resistance that it offers, and yeah, it really makes a big difference. Plus, it reduces glare, and thank goodness, fingerprints as well, because The new iPad Pro shows those like crazy. Paperlike is great for anyone who uses apps like Notability or Procreate, and when you place an order, you'll get 2 Paperlike covers plus application accessories with free worldwide shipping and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. And you can pick one up using the link down in the description. All right, that's it for this video. I know it's kind of different than the typical Unbelievably Useful. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you want to see more. Let me know what you want to see it for. Don't forget you can follow me. I'm at DailyTekk, spelled Daily Tekk on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later.